Fort Bliss hosted the 2012 Western Regional Dental Command Out-Commissioned Officer and Soldier of the Year Best Warrior competition. The week-long event challenged the dental specialists in physical fitness, combatives, M16 rifle qualification, military knowledge and bearing, which was to determine the Western Regional Soldier and NCO of the Year.
In the APFT, that's the Army Physical Fitness Test, the soldiers, we had the soldiers in the track. Basically, it consists of 3 events. That's the push-ups, sit-ups, and the 2-mile run. The soldier has 2 minutes to do as many push-ups as they can, 2 minutes to do as many sit-ups as they can, and according to the age bracket, they have to complete that run in a specific amount of time. We had the soldiers in the range basically qualifying with the M16 because that's the weapon that's the weapon assigned to the soldier. So they must be able to, as you know, they must be able to be proficient in their assigned weapon. Not only they have to be able to hit the target, but they have to be able to, zero the weapon. So they can make sure that where they aiming, that's where the bullet is hitting. So they went there, they zero their weapon, and then they have 30 rounds to hit as many, to hit the target as many times as they can. The LRC is a leader's reaction course, and it's basically what it is we have set up 5 different events. And for example, the soldier has to, if you have a minefield, and you have to move a casualty from point A to point B, but you have to go over that minefield. How are you going to do that? So basically, this is a confidence course that try to teach them, number 1, to be confident that they can do the tasking, and number 2, they work as a team. So they got to make sure they rely on each other so they can complete the tasking that it was given to them. There was a time event. They got just 5 minutes, 5 to 7 minutes, just to read the instructions. This is what you need to do, and you got to do it as a team. We as the soldiers, we need to be able to do day and night land navigation. Meaning that the soldiers, they get a map, they get a compass, they got to plot the points, and they have to go and find those points. In the morning, basically what we do, they have 3 hours to find 4 points, and they are full gear, full battle rattle. They got the rucksack, they got the Kevlar, they got the weapon, and they got to go out there to navigate from point A to point B. They have to, first of all, they have to be able to read a map, they have to be able to read a compass, and they have to be able to use their pace count that they already figured it out before they started, and go from point A to point B. So one of the events that they have to do is a road march, a 6-mile road march in full gear. They have between 35, 40 pounds rucksack, and they have the same, Kevlar. They have their weapons, and they have an hour and a half to complete the 6-mile road march. Again, what we do basically, we got to make sure that everybody is in the same playing field. So we weight everything that they have on before they start the road march, and we weigh everything after they finish the road march. So make sure that they didn't drop anything in between, or we want to make sure that everybody is doing the same effort during that event.
The mystery event ensured that soldiers were faced with different scenarios. One event tested the ability of the soldier to handle a rollover while riding in a Humvee. Soldiers were also placed inside a 360-degree panoramic view of a simulated mission in Afghanistan, where soldiers had to navigate themselves through dangerous terrain while fighting off insurgents.
Also, one of the other mystery events was because we got so many changes in 670-1. That's the Army uniform. What we did, we have different type of uniforms. Of course, the Class A or the ASU. We have a female uniform. We got an officer's uniform. We got an NCO uniform. We got an enlisted uniform, and we move stuff around. We created some deficiencies in those uniforms, and basically the soldiers has a specific amount of time to go to each one of those uniforms, notice what the deficiencies were, and then basically write it down. This is a good way for the soldiers to pay attention to when they see peers, when they see their own uniform. They should be able to catch any deficiencies right away. So we went from moving ribbons around to having the wrong ranks, or to having the ribbons too high. So they have to be able to know what right looks like, so they can make on-the-spot corrections, or they can prepare their own uniforms without even have to look at the regulation 670-1. One of the events that we did was what we call the MSTC. That's a Medical Simulator Training Center. This is an amazing facility because the soldiers actually are like in a combat zone in there. And as I said, we are combat medics. So when there is an injury, they don't see a dental soldier, they see a medic with the medical badge. Also, while they finish this, they go to a second phase, which is the one that they have to basically go to MAP level 4, which is basically they are under either chemical or gas attack, so they have to go to MAP level 4. They have to put all the equipment on, they have to test it, make sure they are safe. So basically, when they go through the field, one of the things that they have to do, they have to identify. We had landmines or IEDs hidden on the ground, and they got to make sure that they identify those explosive devices, and they have to call it in, so the ordnance team can come and basically deactivate or explode that ordnance. Also, another exciting part of this process is that they go to a building, and they are confronted by a terrorist, by an enemy, by a person, and they have to be able to know how to detain these terrorists. And what we did was we had those enemies with actually intel with them and weapons also with them. So they got to be able to basically disarm these terrorists and take that intel information that this person is carrying, and we basically make sure that they know what to do with that intel. So they got to call, and they have to basically call the right authorities to come and report, give them that intel as soon as possible. The other events that they were competing, it was the oral board. And this is basically a board comprised of all the first sergeants from the Dentax, and the soldier is in Class A uniform or ASU uniform, and they sit down, and it's a rapid fire. We use a rapid fire, we call it rapid fire question and answer with the soldiers, meaning that you have all first sergeants asking you questions from different ways, and you should be able to react with the question that they ask you. We cover a variety, a big range of everything, any Army regulation, any FM, any AR, or anything that has to be, that we feel that the soldier should be able to answer. We have two different boards. We got one for the NCOs, and we got one for the enlisted. But we use the same concept of rapid fire with the candidates. One of the most exciting events that we have is the Combatives Tournament. And basically what it is we go to the combative school here for Bliss, and basically we have an official Combatives Tournament. And we have the NCOs fighting against the NCOs, and we got the soldiers basically competing against the soldiers. We have basically a round-robin type of competition where they actually fight everybody. I mean, all the NCOs fight all the other NCOs, and all the soldiers, they fight all the other soldiers. And basically, according to the technique that they use, according to how they bring down the opponent, they start getting points for everything that they do. And when they finish all 7, we have 7 rounds. When they finish all 7 rounds, then we compute all the points, and whoever the winners of the NCO, then it's gonna fight for, for bragging rights and for the champion of the combative tournament. The NCO champion fights the soldier that won the competition for the soldiers, and then it's just the final winner.